Alrighty, it's right after that last match just wrapped up, and we're here with a little round two preview.
Let's
So,
see.
and to kick it
I'm
off,
against saying.
you
Wait, is my deck okay? So the good news is this is not one of my horrible matchups because,
so
and
I'm
also if you look at my sideboard, I had a million cards for aggro.
yeah, but oozing Yao Guai probably helps, right? And then Solar Flare,
Uh,
Metal. I mean,
Four
Metal
copies of
Munch is
Solar
in deck.
Flare.
4 copies of Solar
Y-
Flare, yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, but
So,
I could still lose. Like maybe the aggro deck turns threes me.
I say we
It's
were,
possible,
we
right?
were, and like I don't know if the upload order will work out. We were just talking about how like this burn deck can theoretically win on turn 3. So definitely, I
Yeah,
mean,
but
definitely post board. I mean, pre-board, Gerald does have lifeline, but it is one of
Jared
those
makes you
like
lose life.
Gerald does make you lose life as well. I don't know. I haven't really seen this deck specifically. I feel like you're not. This feels pretty even for like a mid-range deck. Like you have the Void Flares, you have the creatures. If you stick like, I mean, a Wayfarer is gonna gobble up anything in
Yeah,
combat.
but also the problem is that my mat base is pretty painful. So it's mostly just going to come down to how many like whether I can kill my opponent's things before they do too much damage.
It's a back and forth. So let's see. Going through the other matchups, we got Belly, who's on the Spiritual Guidance Control deck, and we got Evster, who's on the other Moonlit Hunter combo deck,
Hmm.
other than Skagra. So Evster fell to Zangi in round 1, which makes sense. That is a deck that gets burned out. And then Belly got beat by Epid round 1. So interesting matchup here. I mean, we have combo versus like control-y deck. I feel like we kind of saw a similar matchup to this. Like I think this deck's a lot more control-y than Heartsease is.
It has much better interaction. So I
So
think it's
should be
uh,
pretty even,
yeah,
maybe.
pretty even. Like
Like
Evster does have a non combo plan, like sort of.
I say, yeah, Ataraxia isn't like too. I mean, Ataraxia is bad if you get it like once you've already put down, like before you put down your Sukuris or something. But I don't think you're horribly. I mean, you don't. You do in fact not have any basic land, but because your whole deck basis is untapping, that might be a problem. You also can't really deal with
Yeah,
Ataraxia. So,
yeah.
um, we got a little blank who's on Legends, who's up against Hertzy, who is on the Esper Inquisition's Blade deck.
I think so.
Legends
It's a
just
classic.
smokes. Legends just smokes here, right? I don't think Hertzy has enough
They
interaction.
have board. They have board wipes. They have like decent amount of removal that also gains life. Maybe they stabilize.
That is fair. Like you do have like Glimpse of Grandeur, Dreams Come True. You have Anapraxis Endeavor. You got Fading Words. Like you said, I mean, even main board you're on Heavenly Radiance and Face the Dawn. Maybe. I mean, depends on what you draw, but on the board you're gonna get run over pretty quickly.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I think a little blank matches up well here. Nyx, who's on Tyrant Polymorph, is up against Toasty, who's on Eureka, Jeskai Eureka deck. This is a tough one to
Um.
evaluate.
Seems even.
Yeah, I will say like I thought Nyx was. I'm pretty sure I saw Nyx's deck, and I thought this was gonna be one of the better decks this GP. I mean, this was the only deck we gave higher than a 7, so I'm surprised to see it here. What's the first round matchup was Bogles. Yeah, Bogles is gonna
Yeah.
probably Bogles might just walk into winning the GP. Like
It might lose to itself.
that is true. Like this is the thing. I'm pretty sure like Dat Ravino is like a newer player, but I think like this is like a classic story. Like new person kind of walks in. It's like kind of an off meta deck, but no one is prepared for it. Like there's
Yeah.
very little creature sack. I think Hertzy is one of the few people that's running like reduced to knots and stuff. So
If like I guess if Hardy gets knocked out early, then I don't think there's anything that's actually stopping the Bogle deck from
yeah,
running throughout the.
I think it just there's not even a lot of board wipes either. Like Hertzy is probably the only deck that's matched up well against it because of the suite of removal being so varied. And even that, not even matched up well because Hertzy still has to find them. It does lose. I mean, it could lose to burn, right? Like,
Oh yeah, right.
so
They have lifelink.
that is
They
true.
don't have lifelink.
They don't.
No, they do have lifelink. They have golden touch.
Okay. That is only one though, so it's very possible. Like, there's only one source of lifeline, so you could end up just losing. Plus, your mana base is kind of painful. Like, you're on 4 of Sturdy Outpost, 4 of Nebula.
Yeah.
That's probably about it. So long. I think so long as you don't face burn, like start off. But like we got sidetracked, I guess, really, because we were talking about Nyx and Toasty's matchup. At least that's hard to evaluate. We got Crush, Crush Castles versus Cyber. I saw Cyber's deck. This is the other deck that I was like really high on. I remember. So this Beat Ban Crabs
Wait,
Round Run.
did Cyber get matched down?
Yeah, Cyber got matched down. So was the match
Okay.
down.
Yeah, I think Cyber probably just wins this.
Yeah, I say you played Crush's deck, so you can give more idea of how it plays than.
It loses pretty badly to removal.
Yeah, I would imagine. I shouldn't say that, but makes sense, I guess. And Cyber's got plenty of removal. Alright, we already talked about your matchup by virtue of you being here. Epid is on the red-green Stompy deck versus Splash, who's also on the Eureka Jeskai deck.
Oh yeah, that's a bad matchup for Epid.
Oh yeah.
There's
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be pain.
That's a toughie. That's a toughie for sure.
Oh, Don West Fence is really bad. Okay, so I think the game's going to come down to how many stand as ones Magic Connect.
Yeah, you got 4 of stand as 1, so you have both the Graveyard Exile option that gets through any Dawnwest Fence and ways to just exile problem cards. The Dawnwest Fence that's a brutal card. I've seen that card win games before, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I see it. It's one of those things of like, none of the masterpieces are gonna help you. Like, if your opponent has a full board, getting to a masterpiece doesn't really help you. Like, you can get Thricefold Lotus and get a piece of removal, but your top end is 4/4s and 5/5s, so it doesn't really...
Yeah, but the opponent's not going to get a full board. You have too much removal for that.
I guess it's how many anti-magic formulas. You have Bottled Lightning, so good, right?
Yeah, you have so much one-for-one removal, and the Stompy deck doesn't appreciate that.
Yeah, Waltz will limit you a lot, so yeah, you'll
get.
Hey,
who's Skyguard beating? Yeah, Skyguard is
Scam.
Skyguard's playing against Jund Scam.
Yeah, Scam got the bye round 1, so haven't seen it play.
It does not have targeted. Okay, it's going to be how many Karmic Exorcisms can land.
Yeah. I mean, you're gonna be picking it like you have 4 of Karmic Exes and 4 of Eyes That Bite. You're gonna pick apart your opponent's hand, but there's nothing you can do at instant speed. Even post board. I mean, I guess you have Seal the Tomb, but I don't think Seal the Tomb does enough.
Yeah, you technically have Stand as 1, but I don't think that does. That's not exactly what you want either.
Yeah, you can Stand as 1 will, both of those cards will do what you need them to do, which is if your opponent fills up the graveyard too much. Because Seal the Tomb is essentially if you somehow end up in the situation where Surmise is in your opponent's graveyard, you can just win the game. You can't just win the game, but you match up, once you get to that point, you match up pretty well against their onboard threats. And then Stand as 1 is if you get in the right situation, you have a Stand as 1, you do just win the game. Because you can just do it in, obviously opponent's always going to have a bunch of mana, but Gagra doesn't really have, the only thing they can do against it, you can't do anything against it instant speed. But it's just a question of if they have Tranquil, which they probably will. And then last matchup, you got Dat Rubino, who's on the Desert deck, and no, that makes up. Requiem is on the Desert deck. Dat Rubino is on Bogles, like we already talked about earlier.
Yeah, rip Requiem.
Yeah. This deck isn't gonna kill faster. You are there's so much targeted removal. Scott, Requiem's deck is I count at minimum 15 cards that are dead. You do have Shaldrayan's Rage, which if you get it at the right time, can kill your opponent's Bogle. It's a really slim window. And you still lose to a second Bogle. So it pretty much is, can you do enough direct damage between Void Flare, Cosmic Coalescing, Solar Flare? Feel the Fire is legitimately a dead card. I don't think you're going to get enough deserts to kill your opponent. I mean, you do have Buzzard Barons. I don't know how much Trample Rubino has.
Yeah, they have a decent amount of Trample.
Yeah, I mean, because, you don't get past with Skycaster's Aura, so you have Master the Old Ways, and is that it? Yeah, but Master the Old Ways is at least repeatable, so once you get to it, you got to. So, I mean, it might just be you can just spam enough Buzzard Barons that you can hold the game down for. There's not really anything in the board that answers it. I mean, you can, Stubborn Denial, and you can Tidal Spite it. That might work. Or that would work. So, it'll be a more interesting matchup, but again, targeted removal deck versus I hate targeted removal deck.
Yeah.
I think that's a good coverage. I think we got every deck.
Yeah, we did that. And we didn't go too off topic.
We didn't. I mean, I think we got off topic when talking about specific matches, but we kept talking about the GP as a whole. So
yeah,
I think it turned out all right. All right. Well, thank you for joining me, Ricky.
Would love to do this again.
Full analysis. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it depends on when the next round ends, but This is a fun. I like doing this. This is fun. This is a fun idea.
Yeah.
So again, thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching. I've been Asti, and make sure to stick around for the commentary of all these awesome matches.